Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Kohaloim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone who rule well and that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth. I just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And here we go, man. Here we go. Salaki, let me get this off the screen here. It says FBI begins preparing New York for World War III with large-scale military exercise. Now, why would they be doing that? Because that third war is on the heels of this place, man. Let me get it. New Testament, Revelation, Salaki, chapter 11, verse 14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And that's what's happening. That third woe is that World War III. World War II is past. And these people, man, they stay at war. This is Esau's blessing, that sword. And he's been using it and terrorizing the planet for hundreds of years, man. And these people are not going to stop. Because this is all Edomite on Edomite banging, basically. Right? But this is crazy because we've been saying all along they're going to start drafting soon. See? Now, Trump, he's trying to so-called get rid of a bunch of immigrants. Now, Russia, they'll take a lot of those immigrants because they have been taking, certain immigrants from other countries, or as far as Cuba and places of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have no problems taking any of these men that Trump is rounding up. They don't have no problems taking those men. They'll offer those men citizenship and offer to have their families shipped over and all kinds of shit, and they can live a life, whatever. All they have to do is go and serve, whatever. And they don't mind taking these people. But here in the Americas, as far as like the so-called white man, they don't want these dudes not trying to go on to the military. Yeah, you don't see numbers in droves. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me check. Let's just see if all these so-called white boys that's out here, with Trump flags and shit waving from them F-150s. Let's see if any of them are going to these recruiting centers and providing their services for their country. Hell no, they're not, man. Let me see. How should I word it? Let me just put in our military. Salaki, I spelled that wrong. Recruits up since Trump is in office. I'm going to put it like that. Since Trump is in office. Let's try it like that. See if anything comes up. So they just got this guy, right? I think his name is Headsmith or whatever the fuck. He's a white supremacist, though. They was grilling him in Congress, but he got the job, right? But it says Trump signed several orders focused on reshaping U.S. military. Trump signs 4 more executive orders directed at military. I know they getting rid of them, those goddamn trannies. Them trannies, you got to go. Trump like, nah, you got to go. We not dealing with that. But, no, I'm not seeing anything. Let's see here. This is PBS. Army to meet 2025 recruiting goals and dramatic turnaround denies wokeness as factor. The Army expects to meet its enlistment goals for 2025, marking a dramatic turnaround for a service that has struggled for several years to bring in enough young people and has undergone major overhauls of its recruiting programs. In an interview with the Associated Press, Army Secretary Christine Wormuth said the Army is on pace to bring in 61,000 young people by the end of the fiscal year in September, and will have more than 20,000 additional young people signed up in the delayed entry program for 2026. Okay, well, we'll see. Let's see how that's going to work. See, they're trying to blame this on COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? But these people didn't have no respect for Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying these Trump support, and you already know anybody that voted for Joe Biden, you know, they weak as hell. They not going to join no damn military. And these ones that, you know, that you know, were down with Trump and didn't even consider Joe Biden to even be their president, to show you how unpatriotic they asses are. You know, they're really anti-American, because no matter if you agree with that president or not and his views, that's still your president, you know. With these so-called white people, they was like, half the country didn't even acknowledge that shit, that this man was their actual president, right? So, if anything, they're going to start drafting you so-called blacks. And you Hispanics that's left here, that's actually legal, so to speak, they're going to draft your ass too. And you Native Americans, they're going to draft y'all asses, put you on the front line, and get your damn limbs blown off before they put their own men on those front lines, man. Okay, but it says New York is currently the stage for an enormous military drill in preparations for the potential outbreak of World War III. You can't make this up. The shit keep talking about it. What did the Lord say? Wars, rumors of wars will be one of the things that will be spoken of or talked about before his coming, when the disciples asked him that, man. Matter of fact, let's just get it real quick. We'll cut back into the article. Don't worry. We'll get there. These are part of those end days prophecies. The Lord said to watch and pray, to be circumspect, to measure thou the times diligently in itself. Yep. So we're supposed to be watching for things like this. These are major prophecies that's going to happen, and they're in the works already. Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? So the disciples say, they like, hey, what's going to be popping before you come, Yahushua? And that's the true name of our Lord. I can't stress it enough. The true names of the Father is Yahweh, which means he exists, or the existing one, and the true name of his Son is Yahushua, which means that he's the Savior or deliverer in the Paleo Hebrew. Those names are highly, highly important. You can't be calling on idolatrous white Jesus, because that's not the Lord's name, and he's not some blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy. We got to keep on cutting into that shit. The letter J was invented 500 years ago in 1524 by a grammarian by the name of Giorgio Trissino. So if the letter J is only 500 years old, and the Lord walked the earth 2,000 years ago, how could his name possibly be Jesus? It can't be, and it's not. And he's not some blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy. According to Revelation, the book of Revelation, chapter 1, 13 through 15, it gives you a description of what the Lord looked like. And it says that he was a dark, melanated man. It looked as if he burned in a furnace. He was so dark. So that blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white Jesus image that you get, that's idolatry, man. You got to throw all that shit out of your house. Them pictures, that cross, all that bullshit, man. Throw that shit in the trash, man. Get all those idols out of your house, man, because you're going to be, you have curses in your house, man, with that bullshit. Toss all that shit, man. Anyway, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And one of those fake idolatrous images is this white Jesus, man. That's another one that's basically in the name of him, and that's not true. The Lord is not some blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy. His name is not Jesus, man. And you can't sit and say that it doesn't matter what we call him. It doesn't matter what color he is, because he came in the volume of the book. The book is the truth, and you have to accept all the truth. You can't just accept 99.99%. No, you got to accept it all. And if you're not willing to accept it all, you are Antichrist. It's just bottom line. What the point right here is on verse 6 is what I wanted to get. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. I just done a lesson earlier today with Russia, setting up new missiles in Belarus that can reach London in under 9 minutes, man. And it had in the title World War III. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. I'm going to read it in the NLT, New Living Translation, Matthew 24:6. And ye will hear of wars and threats of wars, but don't panic. Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. Nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world, and that's already happening. It was 2 earthquakes yesterday right here in America. But they don't really, unless a lot of people die, people don't, it's not really broadcast on the news like that. But let's get some more of the article. It says the world's nerves have been on edge since the Russian invasion of Ukraine. And last month, Russian President Vladimir Putin served the West a stark warning about the prospect of the Third World War. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigations, FBI, this extensive exercise features military aircraft and personnel who will act out threat scenarios to ensure they're primed to respond in an event of a nuclear incident in the United States or overseas, with a recent map showing which states will be worst impacted by nuclear war. Hey, there you have it. Shit about to get grimy, man. And this is about to be, people going to be seeing planes and shit flying and all kinds of shit going on. And they not going to know what's up, man, because people don't deal with the news like that. And then they'll turn something like this into a false flag. And we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. It says the Bureau informed that from Sunday until January 31st, the public might spot drills in progress as responders train for a possible radiological attack, which aims to hone their skills in safeguarding civilians and implementing emergency measures. Yeah, right. Let me get that one I just quoted. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. In the NLT, New Living Translation, 2 Corinthians 2:11, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. You see, they could be setting all this shit up. This could just be a move for them to, really move the military equipment that they need into these cities for martial law. Because, the last time they done that shit, it was a lot of talks about it. So, Esau, he gets a little crafty, a little sneaky, man. Because if they moving military equipment into these cities, who's to say that shit not going to stay there? They'll be ready and set for unrest of the people, because the scriptures also talks about uproars of the people. Let me get that in and it talks about how the people will not regard their kings or their princes at a certain point in 2nd Ezra chapter 15. But let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 9. Start at verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. So we're to measure the times. We'll measure the times through the scriptures and adding it up and matching it with the news. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So the Lord is visiting this place, man. That's why you're starting to hear so much talk of those UFOs. No, those are the chariots of the Lord. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, see? And I'm telling you, it was 2 earthquakes yesterday, right here in America. I think one was in Boston, or off Maine, or something like that. And, I can't think where the other one was. I can't think where the other one was, but it was more than that actually. But those were 2 that hit the news I seen. It says, verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. See, and you have a lot of. Let me go to chapter 15 real quick, because you have a lot of people. These so-called white people, man. They got that battery in their goddamn back, that Energizer Bunny. And they believe in Trump, and they believe that Trump is their great white hope. And these people are hey, be careful when you around white people, man. I'm just being honest with you, man. Those motherfuckers is like straight pit bulls running the streets right now. They really are proud as shit right now. But it's gonna come a point where, let me just start at verse 14. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's why I'm saying it's nothing for these, when they set up shop to do this drill or whatever. They can bring in all the military equipment that they want, set it up, and make it seem as if, oh, this is just a drill. And then they got everything set up to corner the people when it's time to block shit off and whatever they need in these cities, they'll already have it there. You know what I'm saying? So when shit jump off, they ready to, go at the citizens. Because what did Trump just say? Trump was even talking about, I think, what was that, yesterday or today? He talking about sending Americans to foreign countries' prisons, man. You know what I'm saying? If they commit multiple crimes, so to speak, here in the Americas. No, you got your own system in jail. What country would accept your criminals, nigga? But this is the type of talks that he's talking, man. Verse 16. Let me get verse 15 again. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's pretty much the Egyptian against the Egyptian. These fucking Edomites, this Edomite on Edomite, these Americans on Americans fighting against each other on some Civil War shit, man. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So it's going to come a point where these people are not going to be obeying the government. They're going to be like, fuck that, man. And if the military is set up in these places strategically, which they're going to be, because they done already mapped this out. I mean, these people done super duper thought this through. This drill, this is something that they just, just to, add the cherry on top. They been had this popping and ready to implement these plans, man. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Oh, Salakia, I skipped 17, Salakia. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. If the military is there to block your ass off or to keep you from going anywhere, you're not going to be able to go anywhere. You're just going to be within your zip code or your city block, your zone, or whatever they may call it. I'm just me speaking as a man, because we got to factor in that Esau is capable of anything. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Because you have to realize they have to somehow come up with a way to pretty much pressure people into getting that mark of the beast, man, that chip. It's all leading to that. Because World War III can't happen until the chip happens. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So these prophecies got to play out. They got to come. And again, when they doing stuff like this, man, they come on, bro. They gonna set up shop, and they not gonna break that shit down. Okay, it says, despite the potential for concern among citizens at the site of these operations, the FBI has clarified the training exercise will not pose risk to any residents. Please do not be alarmed by the activity. All right, yeah. You believe, who's believing you? And that's a problem too with Esau too. He's losing the narrative. People don't believe him no more. That's why they talking about, we got to get rid of misinformation. We got to shut down certain, talking points online and stuff like that, because people don't trust the government no more. It has also sought to reassure the public that such training exercises are routine, having taken place biannually across the country since 2012. Shit, I can remember here, I'm trying to think, that might have been about 2 years ago. They shut down the freeway and let some damn military planes land on them bitches, man. I'm talking about your everyday route to work. They shut that shit down. And some big ass military airplanes landed on the damn highway, man. It says, while assuring there is no danger to the public from the exercises themselves, the FBI acknowledged these preparations are for a time when the threat may become real. Meanwhile, Putin has accused the West of encroaching upon Russia's red lines and has threatened to scrap voluntary caps on his arsenal of short and medium range missiles if the U.S. counters with deployments of his own. See? Shit getting hot, baby. Some may be inclined to shrug off Putin's posturing, yet Nikolai Sakov, a seasoned diplomat hailing from Soviet and Russian ranks, warned back then, don't make a mistake, all these kinds of things may mean nuclear war. Yep. Because, they changed up their nuclear doctrine, too. You know what I'm saying? It's a little easier for them to push a button now. Following the inauguration last Monday, President Putin extended his congratulations to Donald Trump in a conference with Russia's Security Council bigwigs. He acknowledged the recent overtures from Trump and his cadre, commenting, "We hear the statements from Trump and members of his team about their desire to restore direct contacts with Russia, which were halted through no fault of ours by the outgoing administration." Putin also keyed into Trump's aspirations to sidestep the third global conflict, noting, "We also hear his statements about the need to do everything to prevent World War III. We certainly welcome such an approach and congratulate the U.S. President-elect on taking office." Well, they're not going to be able to stop it, man, because it's the will of the Lord that this goes down. Okay, so, hey, brothers in New York, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure the brothers will be on top of this. Might hear something from the elder on it. The apostles. I'm sure they'll run across this. It says over in New York, a drill is on the cards at locales, including the Stratton Air National Guard Base, Albany International Airport, and parts of the northern Saratoga County. FBI Albany's own public affairs officer Sarah Ruan briefed, "This is an exercise of National Technical Nuclear Forensics Ground Collection Task Force," god damn, "which would support the investigation of a nuclear incident." She elaborated on her mission statement. The task force mission is to collect nuclear debris samples for analysis at the national laboratories. What? Man, these people, man. Well, we need out of here for real, man. These people. Let's see what some of the comments say. Here we go. Some of them looking like, you got a goddamn head, man, full of acid. Rich from Ukiah, California. "We need to reinstitute the military draft. Teach some of those young men of draftable age some discipline, character, and so much more. 2 years between high school and manhood, making men into loyal Americans." Yeah, the fuck right. Yeah, the military not teaching you shit other than to obey. Not to question anything that they doing. And you don't even know what you even be fighting for. This person says, and women too, because the culture has changed for the worse. Yeah, they want you women. They're going, yeah, y'all gonna be drafted too. They want you women. These men are hell bent on you women that have garnered all these rights that you have these days. They want your ass most definitely on the front line. Yeah. "We are at war with our convicted felon president. He is destroying his country and behaving like a king of dictatorship." Yeah, he gonna do that. He gonna do that. This person says it's definitely coming. Trump is disrupting too many things. Something is going to happen. Yeah, this guy's too proud, man. And you know that scripture talks about a haughty look, man. Pride cometh before a fall. This guy is definitely prideful as shit, and he got these Americans. These so-called white men, boy, these motherfuckers proud as hell right now. Yeah, with this idiot in the White House, now this could be reality any day now. That's a fact. Well, Biden didn't do no better, man. Biden, he stunk up the place. He stunk up the place. Yeah, somebody says, "I smell something fishy going on here." In a World War III scenario, New York would be radiated too badly for the military to deploy. Yeah. Sure. Says if nukes are used, maybe China will invade or bomb without nukes. Yeah. This person says, yes, I don't think anyone is going to help us. No, you're going to be on your own. No one's going to help you. Oh, I forgot this guy. Yeah, he's trying to get the Iron Dome, or, trying to get an Iron Dome set up here in the Americas. That new guy. Damn, what department was he over? Let me see. What's this guy's name? I think I lost this guy right here. The new what position is this? Let me see. Yeah, they're getting rid of a lot of that DEI shit. Oh yeah. The fourth order mandates a process to develop an American Iron Dome, similar to the one used by the Israelis in the Middle East. while the White House says a proclamation has been signed to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz. Okay, yeah, but they trying to get the, you know, well, yeah, how you representing or giving weapons to somebody that's got better shit than you, which is stupid as hell. Anyway, the Iron Dome, this person says, the Iron Dome project should ensure that we can intercept any nuclear missile fired, along with other missile defense sub projects. God bless them, United States of America, man. Fuck out of here. Because Putin already done told you he got a missile that you can't detect. I just done a lesson on that earlier. Somebody says, read the Bible, it's the end of the world. Hey, yeah, man, we in the end of this thing, man. We definitely there. This person says, our government knows something is going to pop off. Get ready for Red Dawn. Hey, and they're not going to tell you people. They're not, see, a lot of these other countries, they have bomb shelters. You know, sirens go off. People know to run to a certain place. Here in the Americas, you're going to be stuck in that wood-ass house. You so-called white people, you're going to be in them thin-ass trailers and them damn trailer parks getting your asses torched. And the only people that's going to survive this bullshit is more than likely going to be your damn president in Air Force One flying above looking at some shit. Or he might actually be in, Trump might actually be in another country in a damn bunker somewhere. He's not going to be here for this shit. Damn, this person, they got vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Karma is a bitch. Yeah, vengeance is the Lord's. That's why we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is kick back, chill, and wait on the Lord. The Lord said, wait till I rise up to the prey. We don't have to do anything, man. And we're you know, we can't do anything. So we're not sitting on no nuclear weapons and shit like that. You know, we're just a people that's been, you know, raped, robbed, and pillaged for hundreds of years. We just here. And then these people, man, they'll actually tell you that you free. And they'll draft your damn kids or draft your ass, throw you in jail, and give you a fine if you don't want to go. This person says World War III is inevitable ever since Obama and Biden fucked up everything. Nope, it's not. Hey, this it's prophetic. It's gonna happen anyway because the Lord ordained it. So I'm gonna end out there. I didn't want to keep it long, but hey, they keep these types of talks. You best believe, baby, we almost there. We almost out of here, man. They're not doing shit like this for nothing, bro. Talking about we do this every 2 years. You don't hear about none of that shit like that. No, they did. Let me see. I'm gonna put this in real quick. Oh, they may not let me okay, they won't let me copy and paste it. But let's just do a quick search though. And they got these maps too. Which let me put in which states would be most affected by I'm just gonna put in by nuclear strikes because it's strategic because we got power plants and all kinds of shit here. Let's see. In the U.S. And matter of fact, I just, now that I think about it, they have these maps on YouTube. I probably could have pulled one of those up where they give you a simulation of what the shit would be like. Which states would get hit first, how fast the radiation will hit your ass, all that. Okay, let me see. Map shows safest U.S. states to live during. Oh, we don't need to. We want to see the ones that's not the safest. Let me see. Really, it just doesn't make no damn sense. But let me see. Here, let's get this. This is 2025. Myra, Nuclear War 2025 attack map, key targets and fallout risk. Well, I don't want to read the damn story. I just wanted to kind of get a map. I guess I probably would have to read through some of this. Okay, but damn, look at this. Oh, this was 2022. The global. So this is the inventory of 2022 as far as estimated global nuclear warhead. Yeah, that's a lot of weapons, man, in this world. And guess who don't have none? You Negroes. America looking like they topping everybody. Let me see. Nope, Russia got them. Russia got just a couple of more hundred more. But this is 2022. So ain't no telling who got what now. But they put a lot of money into this, man. They're not concerned with their citizens eating. The damn groceries is expensive as hell. And they just overtaxing the people to put into this military shit. But anyway, if you want to see what's popping, let me see though. Let's put it in YouTube. They may have a short. Let's see here. Let's put in nuclear. Well, I had to do much. Nuclear simulation. We got some shorts. Damn. Okay, so I'm not sure. Would this be New York right here? This says 7 billion would die. I don't know about all that. Well, we know America's going to be taken out by H.I.M, man. So it's not going to be nobody here in these fucking Americas. So we looking at least 300 million considering, you know what I'm saying? The only way out is up. The Lord, pull up the elect and those tractor beams onto those ships that they're calling the UFOs, those ships of the Lord, those chariots, man. Who knows how many millions, man? It could be, we don't know no numbers, but it could easily be a couple of million people, you know what I'm saying, pulled into those ships, while the other 340, whatever, I think is like 340 million people here in America from what they say. But anyway, let's play this one. Whoa. Comments. Somebody said, I pray this never happens anywhere in the world. Well, if you're praying and you're a prayerful person, you should pray for it to happen because it's the will of the Lord. But that lets you know how a lot of these Christians, they don't want the will of the Lord to come to fruition. It said in this case scenario, you will want to die at the initial nuclear blast and not live after the nuclear blast. Yeah. Thermonuclear war. The only way to win is not to play. Wow. Oppenheimer is a menace for finding this. Hey, man. But all of America is going to be done. I mean, America's not. None of it is going to be livable. This shit is not. The scripture talks about it. So we can look forward to it. We almost there. But they're not talking about this stuff for nothing. And, hey, we just say one more day, every day closer to this shit happening. So they got a one nuke Los Angeles simulation. I don't want to. We ain't gonna play no more. You can look up some of these if you want. Whew, my goodness gracious. Yeah, buddy. Russia said they got the London one nuke simulation. So they got some. I think they got a simulation for every major city in the world. Not gonna be pretty, man. But this is Esau. This man has created a weapon. That's how we know that he's the wicked. He has created a weapon that can take out a continent, man. Shit crazy. Anyway, with that, pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Sha'Allah and the Bible Ball.